Hi, my name is Ali Ntizi and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to come here and talk about how you don't have to be the best because you're already good enough. So sit down, get a snack, get comfy, and let's chit chat. I know it's so easy to get caught up in the fact that you have to be perfect. We all want to be the prettiest. We want to be the thinnest. I mean, maybe not the thinnest because maybe then you die. But like we want to be the prettiest. We want to be the smartest in the room. We want to be the most talented. We want to be the richest. And at the end of the day, it just makes us miserable because what does it mean to be the best? It's just a pursuit of perfection. That's what it means. We all want to be perfect. That's why we go on social media and we compare ourselves to people because we think that they're perfect. Because we're so caught up like looking at what other people are doing that we don't even see the beauty in who we are. We don't even see the beauty in what makes us us, and we try to change and we forget what makes us so unique. And I hate it. For the longest time I used to compare myself, and I still do, to be honest. I still do compare myself, but I try to be more mindful of it. And when I catch myself comparing myself to other people, I'm like, no, bring it back. We're not gonna do that. Okay, we're not gonna do that because it's just gonna make us miserable. I'm a singer and I want to be a singer-songwriter. I want to be a pop star, matter of fact. And for the longest time, I couldn't even sit down with myself and admit it because I thought, I sing, okay, but I'm not even that good of a singer. And like, first of all, who am I to judge if like I'm that good of a singer? And second, me telling myself that I wasn't even that good of a singer like made me so sad because I was like, but I have this dream. And for the longest time I couldn't even go after my dream because I would put like those mental boundaries, and I was like, no, like, but what's the point of trying to become a singer when I'm not even the best singer? And like I would sing and I would record those covers, and then I would hate my voice and I would just delete them, and then I would feel sad because, oh my god, like I want to be a singer so bad. And along my journey and along the way, I had to learn that, okay, it's okay. I don't have to be the best singer because I'm enough the way I am. And maybe I don't have the best voice in the world, but my voice is unique enough and it's worth sharing. And I'm sure that there's someone out there who's going to listen to my voice and think, wow, like I love her. I love what she does, And maybe it's the same for you. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Maybe I don't know who you are. So maybe we should get to know each other, But what I'm trying to say is that maybe you get caught up in like, oh, I can't put myself out there unless I'm perfect, or like, no, like, but I can't do this because I need to be more of that. And if you stay stuck in that cycle, not only you're hurting yourself, but you're hurting your inner child, because inside of you I was gonna say a tiny person, but it sounds really weird. But inside of you, there's your inner child is like screaming to be heard, is screaming to be seen by the world, and you're not allowing them to do that because you're so caught up in like, I need to be more perfect. What is even perfection? I used to cry on my bed and literally like hate myself and think, oh my god, I need to be perfect. I would like pick myself apart and think like, I need to be thinner, I need to be prettier, I need to be richer, and I need to be all of those things. And I would literally sit down on my bed and cry until my jaw would fucking hurt, and until I would have a headache, until my eyes would be puffy, and then I'd be like, oh my god, like I'm never gonna be perfect. And then I went to see a therapist, and my therapist was like, why did you want to be perfect? And then we started to like unravel what it meant for me to be perfect. And deep down there's a fear of rejection. I want to be perfect because in my mind, if I'm perfect enough, then people are not gonna reject me, and then if people don't reject me, I'm gonna be loved, and if people love me, then it means I don't need to myself, because it would mean that I'm not a failure and I'm not a mistake, which is so dumb. Like, it's so dumb because I'm not a mistake. I deserve to exist because I'm here, And my therapist even told me like, what does it mean to be perfect? And I was like, oh yeah, perfection for me is this, like if I was thinner, if I was prettier, if I was richer, and all of those things. And my therapist was like, but this is bullshit, first of all, because like even when you reach those things, there's always gonna be another thing. Maybe once you're rich, you're gonna be like, damn, but I'm not Bill Gates rich. Oh damn, like and once you're Bill Gates rich, maybe you're gonna be like, damn, like I gotta be like even richer. Like, do you know what I mean? There's always gonna be something. And perfection is so subjective because Maybe I'm gonna be perfect for me, but maybe somebody's gonna look at me and be like, oh my god, I hate her. Like I hate her. She's everything I hate. Or maybe someone's gonna look at me and be like, she's too perfect, and it makes me feel insecure. Like there's always gonna be something. But in order to combat that, you have to sit down with yourself and be like, okay, I don't have to be the best. I don't have to be the prettiest, because you know what? There's so much more about myself. You know, I used to have very, very bad body dysmorphia, and I would pick myself apart and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not going to go into too much details. But what really helped me fall in love with myself was to accept that there's so much more about myself than just my beauty. There's so much more about myself than just my talent. There's so much more about myself than my money and everything. What makes me me is me. It's me. It's the combination of everything. It's the combination of what I like. It's the combination of how I express myself. It's so many things. And I feel like when we're comparing ourselves, we're just picking one aspect of ourselves. And we're like, I'm just going to take this and compare it to like somebody else. And oh my God, like we're so different. How are you going to compare a potato with a carrot? You can't. Somebody's going to be like, oh, but like they're both vegetable. And to be honest, are potato vegetable? I don't even think they are, because I think it's like something like, in French we say tubercule, because they grow in the ground, and carrots do also grow in the ground, but they taste different. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm sure you get my point. How are you going to compare a potato to a carrot? And maybe like the potato is going to look at the carrot and be like, damn, like I wish I was more orange. I wish I was more pointy and more slim. And maybe the carrot is looking at the potato like, damn, but like nobody likes carrots anyway. Everybody wants potato. Everybody wants potato, you know? And I know what I'm saying is silly, because it is silly to compare ourselves. And I know I still do it often, but again, like, let's try to be mindful of it, you know? One thing, I love BTS. I'm an ARMY. And I remember Namjoon from BTS, who is the leader, once said in an interview that he knew he wasn't the most talented rapper out there, but he also knew that the way he delivered his message was unique, and that he needed to express himself, and that like maybe he wasn't the best, but it doesn't matter, because he was unique. And there's just one Namjoon, you know, there's only one Namjoon, leader of BTS Rap Monster. You know what I mean? That there's only one you, there's only one me. So why are we gonna try to like change ourselves to fit in a mold that even doesn't exist? Because you know, you go on social media, you compare yourself to somebody who's an illusion, basically, because people only show the best of them. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know like the behind the scene. You don't know that like, okay, like maybe the successful girl that you see on Instagram, you don't know that like maybe she's in credit card debt. Yeah, maybe she's traveling the world, but maybe she's miserable. Or like you might look at this perfect relationship on Instagram and think, damn, like I'm so lonely. But maybe they're just doing it for the gram. You don't know. You don't know. It's all an illusion. It's pointless. It's meaningless. So why do we leave it? Why do we allow it to have so much importance in our lives? Especially if like there's something that is important for you. For me, what was really important was music. And like I said, I was like, damn, I'm not talented enough. Like I'm not good enough of a singer. So like I kind of started like taking singing classes, and then I was like, damn, I'm never gonna be Mariah Carey. I'm never gonna be a Beyonce. I'm never gonna be able to sing like them. And I had to let go of that idea of wanting to be like them. And instead, I need to be like me. I need to allow myself to be like me. Because when you're trying to be someone else, you're suppressing who you are. And that's so toxic. We don't want that. You need to allow yourself to express who you are. Because you're good enough. You're perfect the way you are. And I know when like people tell you that, it's so like, ugh, ew, so cringe. Like, ugh, like all that self-talk of bullshit, like, yeah. When you don't believe it in yourself, it's so hard to see it. But there's truth in it, you know? We're all perfect in our own little ways. And sometimes, like, for example, with my music, there are songs that I'm gonna write that I'm gonna hate. And then I'm gonna show them to my sister, and it's gonna be her favorite song. And I'm like, why do you like it so much? And it's like, I can't explain it. But imagine if, like, I never showed it to my sister. I'd think, oh my God, like, this song is trash. And it happens with so many people. It happens with so many artists. People are gonna do something, they're gonna feel like, like it's whatever, and then people are gonna be like, no, this is amazing. And it's the same with you, because when you're constantly exposing yourself to the same thing over and over again, you kind of get like desensitized. Is that how you say it? Yeah. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say, but like you kind of become numb to it. And it's the same with you. Like you might see your beauty every day and you don't even realize how beautiful you are because you see your face every day. And then instead of acknowledging how beautiful you are, you start picking yourself apart. And then that's when you do damage, because again, it's damaging to the soul to always compare yourself to others. Anyways, I hope that this helped. And I hope that you want to see more on this channel. And yeah, if there's only one thing that you need to remember is just be you. You don't have to be perfect because you're already enough. Anyways, you can find me on Instagram at AliNTZ, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.